What's going on, everybody? I decided to do something a little different than I wanted to do before a long time on my other YouTube channel I used to have, which was Dreamboy89. I wanted to show off my wrestling collection. You know, one of the main things I love watching here on YouTube by other wrestling fans is people's wrestling collection. Now, I didn't start collecting wrestling stuff until a couple of years ago, so I don't really have much right now, but I figured it'd be fun, something a little different for me to do, to show my wrestling collection and then keep showing it as it upgrades and develops even more. So I hope you all enjoyed this video, and hopefully if you guys want to, leave a video response with your wrestling collection as well. So start it off. I got my WrestleMania 28 cup. A couple years ago, I went to WrestleMania 28 live, my very first WrestleMania. You know, it was a lot of fun. I didn't think I'd ever chance to ever do that ever as a wrestling fan. And I think that every wrestling fan should experience a WrestleMania live. Nothing like it. Got very lucky to go to Miami a couple of years ago. And I was pretty much on a tight budget, but I was able to get a WrestleMania shirt, which I don't have on me right now to show, and a cup, a souvenir cup. There you got Rock and Cena, and you got Undertaker and Triple H and Shawn Michaels in the middle. So, you know, it's pretty cool how they have these, you know. Most people don't think much of this souvenir cups, but I actually like collecting these kind of stuff. So, you know, it's a nice little memorabilia from my time at WrestleMania a couple of years ago. So, there's that. I also have a cup from my very first live event I ever went to. About 4 years ago, I went to a house show in the summer of 2010, and I got a cup, another souvenir cup. There's a Nexus. I was a big fan of the Nexus storyline in 2010, so I had to get a souvenir cup with them on the cover, so it's pretty cool. Then you got, you know, John Cena, The Undertaker, Edge, Rey Mysterio, you know, CM Punk when he was bald, and the Straight Edge Society. So, you know, it's pretty cool. Randy Orton, Kane, you know, like I said, most people don't think much of this stuff, but I love collecting it. Then I had the WWE magazine when The Rock returned, when he was announced as the host of WrestleMania 27. Now, a long time ago, about 10 years ago, I was a WWE magazine subscriber. Of course, that was back before I had a job or anything like that. Before I had money to actually afford to get a magazine subscription. And I miss having it, but, you know, of course, back then they had the Raw and SmackDown individually magazines, but, you know, collecting this is pretty cool. And eventually I want to go back and collect some of the back issues I never had before. But, you know, I was real excited. A Rock fan here. You know, I'm wearing a shirt right now, as you can clearly see. And, yeah, I just had to get this issue when it came out. Pretty cool issue. You know, I love the artwork of these magazines and stuff like that. I mean, look at this. Look at this poster for WWE All-Stars, the game that came out. So, eventually, I will become a magazine subscriber again. But, so I'll show you that right now. Then, of course, since I went to WrestleMania 28 a couple of years ago, I just had to get the WrestleMania 28 special edition of the magazine. So, pretty cool stuff about WrestleMania. Some awesome posters in here. And, yeah, some I still want to hang up in my room, actually. So, you know, you got The Rock on the cover, Kane, Chris Jericho, Daniel Bryan, and Triple H. Kind of funny. This is back when Daniel Bryan was World Heavyweight Champion. And we all know what happened at WrestleMania 28 when he lost in 18 seconds. Flash forward 2 years later, he's in the main event of WrestleMania 30, winning the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So, yeah, I love going through this, you know, to remember my WrestleMania 28 experience. Now, I will get into my wrestling DVDs. Now, it's really small right now because, like I said, I just started collecting a couple years ago. And, you know, I never really thought much of collecting wrestling DVDs, but you know what? I actually love it now. I love the artwork, the design of it. And so I'll show you what I have so far. And like I said, as time goes on and I get more wrestling DVDs and more wrestling merchandise, I will upgrade this video. So starting with, I got the Rock vs. Cena Once in a Lifetime 3-disc DVD set. To show you the binder here, you got Rock right here, Cena right here. And like I said, this is one reason why I love collecting these DVDs. Look at the artwork here on the discs. I love it. You know, I'm not in the Blu-ray just yet. I still collect DVDs because I really love the DVD cases versus the Blu-rays. You know, with Blu-ray you get a little thin case. I love these, you know, DVD sets like this. You know, pretty much what this DVD is, you know, you all know, if you're a wrestling fan watching this video, you all remember the Rock and Cena feud when it first started. They carried out for over a year. They announced a match the night after WrestleMania 27, the first time ever, a year-long build-up to a WrestleMania match. Now, you can say what you will about the feud. I was kind of into it because at the time I was so nostalgic for the Rock's return. And even though the feud as a whole wasn't as good as it could have been, I still enjoyed it. And it was fun to go there live and see the match live, which was, by the way, a lot better live than it was watching it again on the DVD. Now, this DVD set has all the matches and matches. I mean, the promo segments leading up to their match. It has a 1-hour documentary that they had that took place after the match. So it wasn't the special that aired before the match on NBC, I think it was. This is a totally new documentary. As you can see here on disc 1, it's pretty much just a documentary with a few cool extras. Disc 2 pretty much has all the moments from the feud in 2011, starting with The Rock's return on the Valentine's edition of Raw, leading up all the way up to the Survivor Series tag team match against Awesome Truth. And then Disc 3 has all the promo segments from 2012, leading up to their match at WrestleMania 28. So, pretty cool DVD set if you're a fan of the feud. If not, it has a lot of cool promo segments. I mainly got it for all the Rock's return segments. A pretty cool idea for a DVD. They've done something like this before, and I'm kind of happy that, you know, they didn't include the rematch. Of course, they couldn't because it hadn't taken place yet, but, you know, a cool DVD set. Another one I got is the Brock Lesnar Here Comes the Pain, the reissue from 2012 when he made his return. Pretty much what this is it has the documentary, the same one from the 2003 DVD, but they added some more matches because I think the first one of this Here Comes the Pain DVD was only a 1-disc. And so when Lesnar came back in 2012, they decided to reissue it with 2 additional discs, so this is a 3-disc set. And once again, another reason why I love the DVD sets is just for the awesome artwork. Look at that. Pretty cool. And look at that design on the discs. This is why I love it. So pretty much, this DVD has all his awesome matches from his first run in the company. And yeah, so if you're a big Lesnar fan, this is a must-own right here. Now, I got the Rock DVD set that came out a couple years ago. And for the longest time, I wanted the Rock documentary. And I was so happy that when this was announced, because I remember they released a DVD set in 2008 of just this match collection. And there was no documentary on there. I remember wanting a Rock documentary back then when they first released a DVD set on the Rock. So, you know, as always, you know, WWE does it again, you know, with the DVD sets. Really awesome documentary. Whether you love or hate The Rock, it was really well produced. One thing I started noticing after 2010 was they got really better in their documentaries with WWE. They really stepped up their game on that. And this was a really good documentary about The Rock rising up from his, you know, coming up the ranks in WWE all the way till his match with John Cena they discussed. So it's a 2-hour documentary, and it covers a lot of things of Rock's career. My only issue with this DVD is with it, they could have picked better matches for the match set on here. I mean, there's a couple of good matches on here, but it could have been a lot better. So I recommend, if you do get this DVD set, to also get the 2008 DVD set. That also has some better matches on there as well. Now, my last documentary DVD that I have so far is Stone Cold Steve Austin, the bottom line of the most popular superstar of all time. Now, this is by far the best WWE documentary I've ever seen. They did a phenomenal job on this. This is when I really started to notice just how awesome the documentary styles were going. Now, this is an awesome DVD set. For one, unlike the traditional 3-disc sets, this is a 4-disc set. Look at the awesome artwork on these. Now, disc 4 is something that I wish they would have on all the DVD sets, is a bunch of promo segments with Stone Cold Steve Austin. I just loved it. This is an awesome DVD. You know, look at the art. Once again, amazing artwork. You know, just if you're a fan of Stone Cold Steve Austin, chances are you probably own this by now. If you haven't, get this DVD set. It is amazing. Love it. Now, what I got over here, pretty much, is every single pay-per-view from 2002. Eventually, I want to get all the pay-per-views from every single year I'm interested in because I don't know. I like to physically own my stuff. I am a WWE Network subscriber right now. If you all know, there's a WWE Network out right now, but I still like owning the physical items and the DVDs. 2002 was a very interesting year because pretty much Rock and Austin was only active for a very small portion. This was the year when The Rock fully became part-time, and Austin was gone by mid-year. And really, they really didn't have much top stars going at the time. But you saw the rise of such young stars like Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit, Eddie Guerrero. Just the roster was phenomenal back then. Not to mention Brock Lesnar. Well, that was his year pretty much. So I really enjoyed 2002. So I had to own the DVDs that year. And what I got over here is the ladder match DVD set. Once again, WWE will got loose this way here. As always, their DVD sets are amazing with the artwork. Which is why I love collecting these things. Big fan of ladder matches. If you're a ladder match fan, now this DVD's been out for a while, but this is a must-own right here. A lot of classic ladder matches in this set. So yeah. And then I got the new and improved DX DVD. Just love this. Look at this. And when you press this right here, it does a DX chop. Look at that. I think this is Shawn Michaels. This is Triple H. Once again, this is pretty much covering DX's return when they reunited in 2006 when it was just HBK and Triple H. And it covers the promos and their return, their matches that they had, and so it's pretty cool. I enjoyed, even though it wasn't the original DX, I still enjoyed it, and awesome DVD set. So as you can see, my collection is kind of small right now, but eventually it'll upgrade more. Oh, I forgot something here because I recently got this. This is the Kane DVD set. I've always wanted a Kane DVD set. Big fan of Kane. Really disappointed how WWE books him nowadays, but oh well. This right here covers all the best stuff about Kane. I haven't fully watched it just yet, but there's all the classic Kane matches, and I think it has a small documentary. I'm not sure. I need to go back and run and watch this, but this is a 3-disc set, and I love it because look how thin this is. Kind of reminds me of a Blu-ray case a little bit, but look at that. Isn't that cool? WWE's always amazing with their artwork on the DVDs. The best part of collecting these things. So, I'm going to get around to watching this here very soon. Like I said, big Kane fan. And also I got, when it comes to wrestling video games, I barely play some of the newer ones. I think the only newest one I played was WWE 13, which was an awesome game, by the way. But my all-time favorite game is WWE SmackDown Shut Your Mouth for the PlayStation 2. Awesome game. Awesome wrestling game. By far the most fun. It has a giraffe lottery in here. Just really fun. I remember when I first got my PS2, and I played this shit for hours. So much hours was put into this game. It's amazing. So, like I said before, my collection is really small right now, but eventually it'll be upgraded. Like I said, I am a WWE Network subscriber, but, even subscribing to the network, when they have a lot of these documentaries on there right now currently, and all these pay-per-views, I still like physically owning the items. So, hope you all enjoyed this video, and I look forward to upgrading this video in the future.